Plus, Nigeria records 15,682 COVID-19 cases. Good evening and welcome to NTA Benin Main News. I am Anwuli Okolo. Nigeria has recorded 501 new confirmed cases of COVID-19. The Nigeria Center for Disease Control (NCDC) confirmed the new cases, which cuts across 24 states of the country. According to the statistics, Lagos recorded 195 cases, FCT 50, Kano 42, Kaduna 27, Edo 26, Oyo 22, Imo 21, Gombe 17, Benue and Enugu 12 each, Delta and Anambra 11 each, Ebonyi 10, Nasarawa and Ogun 9, Bauchi 8, Kebbi 4, Akwa Ibom, Jigawa and Katsina 3 each, Yobe and Borno 2 each, while Kwara and Ondo 1 each. This brings the total number of COVID-19 cases in Nigeria to 15,682 as at 11:59 p.m. Saturday, 13th of June. Discharge cases stand at 5,101, while 407 deaths have been recorded. And with 26 new confirmed cases of the infection recorded in Edo, the state now has 544 confirmed cases of COVID-19, with 386 active and 133 discharged. 25 deaths have been recorded. Meanwhile, the Governor Godwin Obaseki, via his Twitter handle, says as at 13 June, over 404,500 persons have been screened in the state, and 4,342 Edo residents tested for the virus. He added that the phased relocations and reopening of markets continue, and screenings will be expanded to religious and business places. In the meantime, in line with the PTF's recommendations for states, the curfew of 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. subsists. This is the second Sunday churches reopened in Benin after months of closure due to the coronavirus pandemic. Elizabeth Omoko reports on how worshippers are coping with the government's protocols for congregational worship.
2 weeks ago, the state government released protocols for the reopening of religious centers after meeting with religious leaders in the state. The protocols include the fumigation of all churches and mosque premises, stipulated number of worshippers in a service to ensure the required physical distancing. 2 weeks down, the new protocol seems to be a norm. At the Holy Cross Cathedral, worshippers were only allowed into the church premises after checking their temperature. They were also made to wash their hands with soap and water before entering the church for service. It was also observed that they maintained social distancing even during the offertory. For some worshippers, the rigors of the guidelines would take some getting used to.
As it is, maybe on those, you have to be conscious of yourself all time.
See, I'm talking, I don't see where my home. I don't forget, even in my working place where I'm selling, I don't normally wear set I come to the church premises.
It is better we follow that version. People are saying no day, it day. But to put all this one, people are afraid, they worry me. What if the person die?
The church leaders say they have set up COVID-19 committees to enforce compliance.
Every person wants to enter the church at the same time as normal. But we told them that we are not in the emergency period.
We appeal to them, to their conscience.
Let's keep ourselves safe during this period. Part of the method is washing of the hands and then use of sanitizers. Measures are put in place in church, wherever we find ourselves. Let us do justice to this. It is important. Staying alive is important for every one of us.
Complying with the guidelines to prevent the spread of COVID-19 and prayers are some ways the church leaders believe coronavirus pandemic can be contained. In Benin, Elizabeth Omoko, NT News.
The spiritual leader of Christ Chosen Church of God International, Monsignor Apostle David Unuefe, is condemning the high rate of killing in the state and is calling for intensive prayers by Christians to stop the act which he described as evil and have a violence-free state.
Apostle Unuefe is appealing to Christians to always remember that God is the supreme being, so they should not be found worshipping other gods. He also advised that Christians should serve God with sincerity of purpose and pray to God to take the coronavirus pandemic from the world.
People don't know God, they worship other gods and forsake their God. The Bible says, say Israel don't know me anymore. They are now worshiping idols here and there. All these things provoke God. God say we should withdraw from all these things and sanctify ourselves.
Meanwhile, the spiritual leader paid a condolence visit to the family of late Owaila Omozua, who was raped and murdered in Benin. He admonished the family to not lose faith in God.
Believers in Christ have been enjoined to maximize the break caused by the coronavirus pandemic to bring their families closer to God. This is from the pulpit of the spiritual leader of Deliverance Holy Mission, Prophet Sunday Obere, this Sunday.
Speaking on the topic, God sees everything about you, Prophet Obere called on believers to have true intent of heart, as God is all-knowing and knows even the deep thoughts of man. He also emphasized the need for collaboration between Christians, as teamwork plays a huge role in attaining greatness in life.
It is that anxiety has deprived so many people, especially the worshippers of God, from entering into the chamber of God. You need to do more than coming to the church and pray to metamorphose into his chamber and stabilize in his chamber. Only at that you can never be deceived by the false prophet. Only at that you can never be deceived by people that praises themselves, that quest for materialism, than the people of God.
He also admonished the congregation to adhere the instructions by the authorities for containing the spread of COVID-19.
Similarly, total dependence by believers on God is the message from the spiritual leader of Christ Our Ministries, Reverend Jacob Igebo, from this Sunday service. The report.
In his sermon titled Depend on God, the spiritual leader says that Christians should depend on God for everything, as this will enable them achieve goals beyond their expectations, based on the biblical book which says that all things are possible for those who put their trusts in God. He says that a man who depends totally on God is not bothered by opinions of people because he is sure not to fail.
Jehovah God made us depend on him. When you depend on God, God give you the hidden treasure. Those things you think you will never be able to acquire, he put them in your hand in a platter of gold. Men say we will cast him down. God said I will hold you up.
He prayed over the congregation, bringing the service to a close.
For a break, please stay tuned.
Ogbelo 2020 don't come with ogbonge travel awufo. Muyi line, the transport company wey get everybody for mind. Say comfortable traveling no suppose tear pocket o, as awu bonanza price still dey from Benin to Lagos, mine to Yanakpaja, Yaba and Aja for just 2,500 naira. Benin to Port Harcourt 2,000 naira plus cheap awu price. To worry Bayelsa and Niger Delta routes, including Ekpoma, Auchi and Abuja. Muyi line executive charter cars like Toyota Corolla, Toyota Camry and Sienna dey to local and international airports and anywhere for Nigeria. Save money, enjoy safe and comfortable journey as this travel awoof dey till June 30th, 2020. Muyi line head office dey 169 Oselu Lagos Road, opposite Technical Junction, Benin City. Muyi line, friend of Nigeria students.
season of touching the hearts and changing lives is here again, and the program is loading. The citywide crusade, the scholarship program, the prison ministrations and releasing of some convicted inmates, the free medical program, payment of hospital bills, and the commissioning of donated projects including the Uromi Central Hospital Accident and Emergency Unit, road network at the Federal Polytechnic Auchi, and the dedication of some churches by Dr. Matthew Perolo. The other programs commemorating the why of the death of our chairman and more will be holding. The programs will be spread within 6 months from the 15th of June to the 15th of December 2020 because schools are not in session. Traveling and gatherings are restricted because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Each of the program will announce at the most convenient time within this 6 months period. God is involved. Announcer Barrister Onome Briggs, Secretary Matthew Okpevulu Foundation.
Please until Signature Hotel. Please until Signature Hotel. A place of hospitality in the heart of Benin City. Please until
Pleasant Hill Signature Hotel, a place of hospitality in the heart of Benin City, located at 134 Akpakpavo Road, Benin City, Edo State, or call 0528 40557 or 081 363908.
Please until Signature Hotel. Please until Signature Hotel. A place of hospitality.
You're welcome back. To commemorate the 50th anniversary of President Muhammad Buhari, a documentary on verifiable achievements of the administration within the period will be transmitted at 7 o'clock. Do stay on. Now, the Progressive Governors Forum has unanimously reaffirmed the commitment of all progressive governors to work for the unity of the party. Chairman of the forum and Governor of Kebbi State, in a statement at the end of their virtual meeting, said the governors have collectively agreed to work to ensure fair and democratic internal party mechanisms for the selection of party candidates in all elections, especially in respect of Edo and Ondo States 2020 governorship elections. The forum members, the statement added, are confident that the party will resolve all current challenges and emerge stronger. Earlier, the National Working Committee of the All Progressives Congress has approved the reports of the party's Edo governorship screening and appeal committees that disqualified 3 out of the 6 persons aspiring to participate in the party's governorship primary election. National Chairman of the party, Adams Oshomole, assured of a free and fair direct governorships primary in Edo State come 22nd of June 2020. The Colonel David Imuse-led All Progressives Congress APC in Edo State is recommending the expulsion of Governor Godwin Obaseki, Anselmo Jesua, and Dr. Isosa Madasun from the party for what he termed the violation of the provisions of the party's constitution. This is the position expressed at a press conference this Sunday. Ogochukika Ona reports.
The Colonel David Imuse-led State Working Committee of the APC, citing Article 21, subsection D5 of the APC Constitution, said Godwin Obaseki, Anselmo Jesua, and some others took the party to court in several cases at the Edo High Court and the Federal High Court, thereby violating parts of the Constitution.
They have sought for injunctions and rulings to circumvent the process of law and the provisions of our party constitution in defiance of democratic norms. In light of this, the State Working Committee of the All Progressive Congress, Edo State, have recommended to the National Working Committee, in addition to the decision they have already taken, the following persons should be expelled from the party for violating the provisions of our party constitution. 1. Godwin Obaseki. 2. The suspended Anselmo Jesua. 3. Dr. Isosa Amadasun. It should be stressed that after the bitter experience of losing the governorship election of Bayelsa State in the court after a well-deserved victory in the elections, wisdom, we are told, is profitable to direct.
The leadership of the State Working Committee also commends the Edo State Election Screening Committee for the outcome of the exercise.
They were thorough and transparent in assessing all the aspirants. They have gone on record as men of integrity who did not allow themselves to be swayed by pressure or patronage to abdicate the onerous responsibility of sifting the wheat from the chaff.
It appreciates members of the party in the state for upholding the mantra of the party in the last 3.5 years. In Benin, Ogochkuka Ona, NTA News.
The factions of the APC in the state have continued to react to the disqualification of Governor Godwin Obaseki by the party's screening committee for the gubernatorial election. Let's hear from the factional chairman Anselm Jeswa and publicity secretary Chris Azebane.
Screening, alluding to the fact that he does not expect to get justice in the exercise. Therefore, the result of the screening exercise did not come to me altogether as a surprise. Be that as it may, I would want to appeal to our leaders and our members in Edo State to remain calm. It's early days yet, and therefore we want to appeal to our party members. They should remain calm. I'm sure they've been following the developments these past few months, and therefore they have a proper understanding of what is going on.
I want to at this point commend the screening committee that they did due diligence, because we must avoid the pitfall we fell into in Bayelsa State. In Bayelsa, we won a hard-fought general election, but because of the deputy governor's discrepancy in his credentials, nobody ever said that the deputy governor's certificates were fake, but that in different levels of his certification there were discrepancies. So we could not afford to fall into that situation again. So I think the screening committee did the All Progressives Congress a favor in saying that due to the discrepancies in the originating certificate that qualified him to go into the University of Ibadan, and his that we could not field him as a candidate. Otherwise, we will truncate our ambition.
It's time for another break. Please stay tuned for the concluding segment of the news.
God be with you till we meet again.
11 years in mind. Today, we commemorate the life of a father par excellence, lovely husband, brother, politician extraordinary, a mass mobilizer, a consummate community leader, mentor of no mean value, a bridge builder, and a man of late Chief Barrister Samson O.I. Ekabafe, aka Gaddafi, Ubregbi. His son, Barrister Denose Ekabafe, departed this world 11 years ago, on the 14th of June 2009, in a fatal accident. To live in the house of those you love is not to die. Words cannot express how we feel your absence, just as words cannot explain the vacuum in our hearts. Our consolation still remains that father and son are in a better place. Our father and brother, Chief Barrister Samson O.I. Ekabafe, will reflect on how well you lived your life. You were a great man, who added so much to every life you came across. And to our son, Barrister Denose Ekabafe, you were a rare gem and a gift, also living witnesses of your great virtues, even at a youthful age. We look forward to seeing both of you at the gathering of the saints on the resurrection morning. Signed, Femi Ekabafe, for the entire Ekabafe family.
Next time you visit the ancient city of Benin, two things will excite you: the warmth and welcome of its people, and of course, the class and style of its hospitality business. Randeki Gold, home of hospitality like no other, located in one of the most serene environments in the ancient city, truly classy and exquisite with world-class facilities. Fully equipped digital multipurpose hall with life-size, ultra-high definition LED screen, 180 square meters king-size swimming pool with bubble bath, enough to leave you breathless. the exotic Ariel's Bistro and Grill Restaurant with variety of continental dishes, especially some of the rarest delicacies you can find in town. Fact is, a visit will truly convince you that we are Gold Wing of the prestigious Rendeki Royal Hotel at 6 Henry Street off Ihama and Boundary Roads, GRA, Benin City. www.rendekihotels.com. Rendeki Gold. Our hospitality is gold.
It's finally here! Yes, the one-stop shop for everything electronics. Benin City, let's jubilate! It's Uyi Technical Electronics Mall, 45 Adesawa Road, Benin City. Shopping mall for authentic, high-quality electronics of major brands like LG, Samsung, Scanfrost, Nexus, Hisense, and more. Get quality, authentic brand products like refrigerators, side-by-side fridges, deep freezers, front and top load washing machines, gas cookers, air conditioners, OLED and other varieties of television, DVD players, home theater, standing fans, home appliances, generators of different brands and sizes. You name it, we've got it. Get the best bargain and authentic products at Uyi Technical Electronics Mall, 45 Adesawa Road, opposite Winners Chapel by Ihama Junction, GRA, Benin City. Uyi Technical Electronic Mall. Everything electronics. We dare to stand out.
You're welcome back. There are many reasons behind the rise in moral decadence in the society. Some of these are collapse in upholding societal values, beliefs, norms, and ethical standards. This is raising concerns, and Eugene Ndubisi takes a look at its impact in society and way forward.
Moral decadence is a gross reduction in the moral values of a particular society. Moral decadence among the youth leads to criminal activities as well as barriers to the development of any country. For instance, in Benin, there has been cases of rape and other criminal activities, and fingers point to the decline in morals.
Life begins in the family. That is where they should have the basic foundation in the upbringing. Coming to the church, we will not tell them the way they should do in order for them to avoid these anomalies that is ravaging our society. But it depends on the individual whether to accept the message he or she heard in the church or not.
When parents do not even ask the children where the money comes from because they want something to live on. They don't care whether the son got it from the right source or not, but they want to belong. Not until the society starts to correct the bad morals, the country will not go forward.
I think it's the failure of the family system. This is what also contributes to the issue of rape. You see people beating up other people's children and all that because of the moral upbringing.
Parents brazen up to their responsibilities has been identified as one way to right the wrongs.
The parents, the family, the church, the society should sit up to their responsibility.
The government can help by providing employment, provide employment for the people, provide the basic amenity for the people, so that their mind will not be diverted to deviant behavior and all that. They will not pass it on to the children.
It is also the belief of the people that to reduce moral decadence, all hands must be on deck. In Benin, Eugenia Ndubisi, NTA News.
And that concludes the news tonight. Thank you for staying tuned. Good night.
elu agbon na fo.